Hi my loves, how's everyone doing? Today I'm going to be looking at what you need to hear right now in this moment. What you need to hear. I'm going to allow these cards to guide me. I'm going to allow my intuition to guide me as well. And yeah, let's get into it. You all know how I do these. There are timestamps available in the description box. So click the bottom left corner of the screen. You're going to see a small word that says more. You're clicking on that and you're going to see these cards pop up with timestamps. Trust your intuition is going to guide you accordingly. So without further ado, let's get right into it. For pile 1, it says, I don't know where to start. For pile 2, you were right. And for pile 3, my life is a mess right now. So pause the video if you need to, but select the card that you feel most drawn to, that you feel most connected to. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, so if you chose pile 1, I don't know where to start. Okay, intuitively I can tell that maybe some of you that chose this pile, you could be in a bit of a indecisive mode right now with respect to certain decisions in your life. Maybe you're having a hard time figuring out what should be your next move. And guys, all I could say is be present. My advice to you is to be present, embrace the moment, embrace whatever you're experiencing right now, and have faith that everything else is going to work out the way it is meant to work out. Okay, you're never going to know everything in this life. Right? Yes, it's good to have an idea of where you're going to go next. Yes, it's good to have a plan. Yes, it's good to have a map. Yes, it's good to have timelines and goals for yourself. However, there are some things that you just have to leave up to divine guidance and intervention. Okay, so if this is depending on the issue or challenge you may be having right now, remember you can always call on your angels, you can always call on your ancestors based on whatever beliefs you have. You can always call on the universe. You can always, put that energy out there where you can make a verbal statement. Where should be my next direction? Where should I make my next move, universe? Where should I, and look up at the stars and say it. Right? Ooh, the fact that I accidentally said scars could mean that maybe some of you are dealing with some unresolved challenges. Maybe some of you have some unresolved hurt, pain that you have to still address. Okay, I don't think that I make mistakes whenever I'm channeling messages, so I kind of just allow whatever words to flow from my mouth. Okay, and maybe you don't know where to start. Maybe you're on your healing journey and you don't know where to start. Hey, it's okay. Right? As long as you have an idea of where you want to be in that vibration of wanting to be better, and start doing your reading, start doing research. If you are interested in understanding healing and understanding different psychological aspects of life, you could check out my Instagram page, that's the number 4 intentional living. The information is in the description box, so check it out. All right, but you all know I just do these readings for I guess my creative juices to flow and to also give advice in a creative way. Okay, so let's see, what does my pile 1 need to know right now? What do they need to hear right now? Okay, use your hands. Okay, I'm going to interpret this in different ways. Start journaling, start writing, start keeping notes of your journey in life. Start writing. Maybe you can have a positive affirmation diary where you write down positive affirmations every morning. Okay, but use your hands, use the energy of your hands to transmute whatever it is you're experiencing right now. Okay, and that would mean for some of you, start writing your thoughts, start writing. Okay, for others of you, maybe you have concerns about aging. Maybe you realize that you're getting older and or maybe you realize that you're pretty young still and you don't really know where to go next. Either way, whichever is your story, take it how it resonates. If you're older or younger, understand that life is full of surprises. Your journey is one that is designed specifically for you to handle. Okay? Before you were placed on this planet, before you were placed among other humans, you agreed to a particular soul contract. You agreed to learn specific soul lessons. You agreed to experience your body regardless of whatever age you're at. Okay? So I think there's a need for some of you to just really count your blessings at this time. Even if you're older, count your blessings. There's a lot to be thankful for. Even though there's a few other things in your life maybe you still have to figure out, focus on your blessings. Be thankful for... You also how those cards are moving for itself. That's so cool. Anyway, be thankful for where you're at, okay? And keep putting positive energy out into the universe. Okay? If you have someone that you are getting to know right now, if you have a person that you want to get to know, this person loves you with your flaws. They appreciate you with your flaws. Okay? Some of you could be really hard on yourself for this pile. You know, others of you just appreciate people with their flaws. And hey, listen guys, flaws are a natural part of life. Nobody's gonna have a perfect body. Nobody's gonna have a perfect face, a perfect figure, perfection does not exist. Okay? But the good thing is your flaws are there to teach you. Your flaws are there to show you and remind you that you are just a spiritual being having a human experience. You know, and what matters most is your spirit and what you have on the inside. Because when you get older, as you age, your body is not going to look the same. You're going to have wrinkles. You know, you're going to have sagging skin. You're going to have things not functioning the way it's meant to function anymore. And what do you do then? What do you do then? Do you just be hard on yourself and be upset that you probably didn't take better care of yourself? Or are you just going to embrace your flaws and embrace aging and embrace this thing called natural wear and tear? You know? Specific message for somebody out there, okay? Right? What you need to hear right now is the fact that you are not easily influenced is a strength of yours. That's what you need to hear right now. I think even though sometimes you could be a little bit lost, you know, with where you should go next, you guys are not easily influenced or easily persuaded. And that is a strength of yours. Okay? It can work in your favor, but equally so it can be a downside. Yeah, it could be a downside. But I wouldn't get into the downside of that right now. I'm just gonna focus on the fact that it's a strength for you. And I think you guys just choose what is best for you at the end of it all. And maybe you need to be reminded of that. Maybe you need to be reminded that, hey, you have good judgment, pile one. And even though sometimes, you know, you may feel as if you don't have good judgment, you may feel as if you're making the wrong move, trust your intuition. There's a need for some of you in pile one to trust your intuition more and trust the decisions that you make, okay? What else does my pile one need to hear? Let's see. Some of you could be a little bit melancholic, okay? Melancholic meaning a little bit sad. You may have a little bit of a sad exterior. I don't expect everybody to be happy and bubbly all the time. Hell no, because we all have ups and downs in life, and sometimes you want to laugh, sometimes you just want to be serious, and that's okay. Alright, but I'm going to ask you guys for part one. If you do experience any sort of melancholy or sadness, where is that coming from? You know, really ask yourself, sit with yourself. Where is my sadness coming from? Okay? And once you can pinpoint where it's coming from, you can start addressing the root of the issue. Okay? That's only for some of you. But yeah, I'm just looking at what you need to hear right now. What else does my power one need to hear right now? Considerate of others. Okay? The fact that you are also considerate of others makes you you. Okay, pile one. And don't ever lose that trait. However, I think there may be a need for some of you to set boundaries with people, because you don't want to always allow people to have their way, or just do so much for others that you don't do enough for yourself. Okay, pile one. So set boundaries. Set boundaries. If you need to understand boundaries and how they work, go check out my For Intentional Living page on Instagram. You're gonna get more info there. Okay, but there's a need for some of you to set healthy boundaries. And hey, if you can't make it to an event, say, hey, I would love to go with you, but I can't make it on this day. Can we reschedule? Okay, that's an example of politely setting a boundary with someone. Okay, sometimes you just don't have time, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to communicate that. All right, pile one. What else is my pile one need to hear right now? Let's choose a crystal card. I love to use these cards because they're so pretty. Pink tourmaline. It says empowered heart. Okay, it says empowered heart. To the bottom of that, it says my heart is strong and safe. Okay, so what you need to remember and what you need to hear right now, pile one, is that you are the source of your own happiness. Don't become so reliant on other people for your happiness. Make yourself happy first. Do activities that will make you happy. If going to the gym makes you happy, do that. Always prioritize your happiness. Even if you are in a relationship with somebody else, even if you are in a family, let's say dynamic, okay? Even if you are in a friendship dynamic, whatever dynamic or relationship, because relationship doesn't always have to mean romantic. Whatever dynamic it is, pile one, remember that your heart is strong and is safe, and you can endure whatever it is life throws at you, even in moments where you feel a little bit lost. Embrace that. Embrace those moments where you feel a little bit what should I do next. Embrace it. This is all part of the journey. Just be present. Okay, be present with what you're experiencing and allow things to flow naturally. Even the emotions that you feel within your body, allow those things to flow within you. Okay, don't block off, don't deny, don't repress, don't do those things. It's only going to settle in your energetic body. From the moment you start to stifle your emotions, from the moment you start to shut down your heart, shut down things that are meant to flow naturally, it begins to affect your spiritual body, and by extension it begins to affect your physical body. Okay, you may start to have aches and pains in different parts of your body and you don't know why. Okay, so another thing I want to remind you all of, pile one, is that universal love exists everywhere. I love to talk about love existing in different forms, and love is there for all of us to experience. You just have to recognize it and see it. Okay, but it exists in different forms, and it doesn't always have to be romantic love. It can be agape love. It can be friendship love. Okay, some of you need to cleanse your aura. Do a lovely water bath with some red lavender. Okay, you all know I love to talk about that on here. And protect yourself emotionally. Okay, protect yourself, because some of you, what I get is that you have a very tender heart, pile one. This is actually the heart chakra. Okay, you have a very tender heart. Some of you could buy pink tourmaline, buy that stone, that crystal, and you can keep it on you, and it can help to ground your energy. Okay, so this is what you needed to hear, pile one. A message in season for you. Alright, let's get into pile number two. If you chose, you were right. So intuitively, I can tell there was a situation in your life or situation surrounding people, and your intuition was telling you, hey, yeah, this is what is going on, this is what is going on. Well, this is confirmation from the universe that you were right about those situations and people. So maybe that is something you needed to hear right now. Let's see. Let's get more information. What does my pile 2 need to hear right now? More abundance financially and spiritually. So if you've been trying to manifest more abundance in your life, financially or spiritually, you are going to have that. Okay, maybe it's something you manifested months ago and it's going to come in for you now. All right, what else does my pile 2 need to hear right now? There's a need for some of you to embrace your humor and allow your humor to flow in your conversations, in your interactions with people. Okay, enjoy your humor. It's there for you to enjoy. And that serious side is good. We need to have a balance within everything, but remember that there is a lot of positivity that can come from humor and just being funny. So that's what you need to hear right now. Embrace your humor and use it to your advantage. Okay, also continue along your path of passion, because I get for pile 2, you can be very passionate in nature, and your passion drives you to do whatever you want to do in life. You are not, I guess, the competitive type. At least not when it comes to your passions. I think you do your projects from a passionate place, and you need to hear right now that you should allow that passionate energy to continue to flow. Okay. So I'm going to interpret that in a couple ways. Maybe some of you need to pay attention to your pots, your pans. Make sure there's no critters in your house stealing your food, like rats, roaches, whatever. Right? 2, you just pay attention to your food and where you leave it, because maybe you're in an environment where when you put your food down, other people take it up. Okay? So be mindful of that. That's what you needed to hear right now. Keep your environment clean. For the year 2024 in particular, you're going to experience a renewed sense of self. Okay, pile 2? Maybe you're on a transitional or a transformative journey where you are doing a lot of growing, you're doing a lot of evolving, pile 2. And this particular year, the year that we're in, is going to bring a lot of transformation for you, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Okay, you are going to experience a renewed sense of self. And what I gather, pile 2, is that you all need to just remember that, hey, sometimes you are right, most times you are right, pile 2. I think maybe sometimes you would doubt your intuition, but don't doubt your intuition. Okay, trust that. So there is someone in your life right now you are getting to know, or you're in a relationship with. Please don't take that message if you are single. If you are single, this part of the reading is not for you. It says here, I always want to be close to you. So there is someone in your life that just really loves your company. They enjoy having you around. That is what you need to hear right now. This person always wants to be in your energy, always wants to accompany you to different places, make more memories, make very, very valuable memories with you. Okay, what else does my pile 2 need to hear right now? Shoulders. Some of you may be experiencing some tension in your shoulders. Okay, do your exercises, do your stretches. If you are experiencing tension in your shoulders, that could be linked, I think, to unresolved anger. If it's upper body, mid shoulders to the back of your neck, if you're experiencing tension there, or if you're experiencing tension to the sides of your neck, to the top of your shoulders, it could be pent up energy, just pent up energy that you need to get rid of. So use your exercises, pile 2. Continue to exercise. And for others of you, you need to remember that you are a confident person. You know who you are, you know where you want to be, you know where you're going next, And this is what you need to hear right now. Maintain that confidence. Confidence looks very attractive on you, pile 2. And it is a huge part of who you are. I think for those of you that chose this pile, you just naturally exude that confidence from your solar plexus energy house, and you light up rooms wherever you go. So don't ever forget that positive trait about yourself, pile 2. And when you walk into rooms, hold your head up high, hold your shoulders high up high. Way up high, okay? High up high. What? Super high. Yeah. Remember that confidence is beautiful, and confidence comes from embracing all of who you are, your flaws, embracing your strengths equally, so your weaknesses. All right, pile 2. So that is what you needed to hear right now. I like pile 2's messages. It's lovely. Alright, let's go on to pile number 3. If you chose my life is a mess right now. Okay, so intuitively I can tell maybe some of you could be feeling a little bit overwhelmed by what is going on in your life, or maybe what you're experiencing in your life currently. And hey, I'm here to tell you, listen, life has ups and downs. Some days you're gonna have high highs, some days you're gonna have low lows, and you just have to be able to flow with that energy of life. Yeah, embrace that part of life, because it's the natural ebb and flow that exists around us. And from the moment we realize that life could be messy sometimes, it becomes less bothersome. Life is not going to be 100% perfect. Your experiences are not going to be 100% roses and sunflowers, a field of daffodils. No, life isn't always like that. You're gonna have moments like that though, but sometimes it could get a little bit messy, and I just want to normalize that on my channel, especially for this group and this pile, because sometimes we could look at movies, or we may look at external visual representations of life and what it should look like, and we see roses, and then when we compare our life to what we think it should look like, we get depressed, right? And I think it's human to sometimes compare, but listen, comparison is a thief of joy. It really is. Don't compare yourself to other people's life. Other people's journey is their journey to live, and so is yours, pile 3. And you just have to stay focused on your own journey and not compare yourself to other people so much. In fact, don't compare yourself at all, because you have your own gifts, you have your own talents, you have your own strengths. You just have to recognize those within yourself, okay? Recognize those and build on those talents, build on those skills, build on the things that you are good at, and don't focus so much on what is happening in other people's life. Some of you may think that your life is not going the way it is meant to, but let me tell you something. Everything in your life is divinely orchestrated. Even that interaction you had with the garbage man this morning was divinely orchestrated. Even that interaction you had with a homeless person that asked you for money, that was divine intervention, Yeah? So it'd be like that sometimes. I always say, whenever people ask you for money, see it as an opportunity to sow good karma seeds. When you give to people, you are sowing good karma into your life. You are attracting more abundance into your life by giving. Okay? I don't know who needed to hear that. So if you have a partner, please understand that that person will always choose you. Even if you all are having messy moments right now with your relationship, that person is always going to choose you. That person that you're with in a relationship right now, that you are currently, committed to, that person is always going to choose you. For others of you, if you are single, this is just, I guess, a message and a reminder for you to always choose yourself. Even if you are on your self-love journey and trying to grow and nurture, certain parts of your personality, please understand that it's important to always prioritize your happiness and your well-being above anybody else's. No, it doesn't make you selfish. It makes you it makes you wise, because if you have self-love and self-respect, you would know that there are some situations that you have to walk away from because it's causing you more harm than good. Okay, pile 3. For others of you, there's a need for you to invest in your hobbies and interests. Pour some time into the things that you love to do. What else does my pile 3 need to hear? Have a sexual side, even though spiritual. Okay, so maybe there's a need for some of you to connect with your sexual energy a little bit more. Okay, now it is natural to have this side of you. I know within religious cultures or even within those kind of settings, they teach you that sexual stuff is like taboo and you shouldn't talk about it and this and da. No, I'm here to tell you that once you're a human and you have a normal functioning reproductive organ and you have normal functioning sexual hormones, you are going to have a sexual side, okay? And that makes you human. So just because you are spiritual, it doesn't mean that you have to be less sexual. Just because you are sexual doesn't mean that you have to be less spiritual. The two of those have to coexist with each other. Okay, maybe some of you are shy around the topic of sex. Maybe you don't want to talk about sex. Maybe you feel uncomfortable with sexual discussions or sexual jokes or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is, pile 3, I want you to really find out where that is coming from. What makes you uncomfortable? What is the source, okay, of those two things within you, your sexual side and your spiritual side, not coexisting with each other? Okay, and for others of you, if you have both of those sides, which you do naturally, right, and they coexist with each other, share the news with people. Give tips on how you can have those two elements of you exist with each other. Give tips on how to combine those two together. I always recommend to people, do sensual dance, especially for my women. Go to a dance class, go shake your hips, go move your sacral energy region. The more you shake your hips, the more trauma you release from your body in that region, if there's any sort of trauma that needs to be released, right? That's only for some of you, not all of you. For others of you, just shaking that region, your hip region, can allow your sexual energy to flow easily. All right, so it's good to engage in hobbies and activities that would help you to combine your sexual and spiritual side. Okay, so maybe you all could look into dance for pile 3. Maybe you can try moving your hips more to music, even if it's in the comfort of your home. Maybe you can incorporate that on a daily basis, but get your sexual energy flowing in your body. Okay, pile 3. Blank. Okay, so I'm going to fill in this blank and say that, how are you allowing mess in your life? Because this says my life is a mess right now, and I'm gonna challenge you, pile 3. What are you entertaining in your life that is creating messy circumstances? What are you allowing? What behaviors are you allowing from other people that is creating mess in your life? What are you doing? What habits are you engaging in right now? Take accountability, pile 3. What habits are you engaging in right now that is making you feel this messy energy? Okay, that is going to help you to figure a lot more out about the mess that is happening in your life right now, if there is any. But if you chose this pile, then I'm intuitively picking up that, hey, you may be having a messy moment right now, which, by the way, is temporary. Okay, messy moments in life are temporary. It's nothing in this life is permanent. Everything is temporary. Lovely face structure. Some of you need to be reminded that you are gorgeous, you are handsome, you are beautiful, you are divinely you were beautifully made in your mother's womb, just the way you needed to be. Okay, so believe that and carry yourself with that conviction that you are gorgeous. Okay, pile 3, you are handsome. Some of you have a nice smile that you need to use to your advantage. Okay, smiling Smiling indicates to your brain that there is a need for your brain to release positive chemicals. Smiling, even when you don't feel like smiling, is going to benefit you greatly because it's going to send neurotransmitters to your brain, that signals to your brain that your body needs to produce good hormones. So hey, you ain't gotta take my stupid advice, but if you do, I mean, you might just benefit from it, okay? So smile more. Some of you need to smile more. New job, new money. This is on the way for you, pile 3. Your money is gonna be looking up, okay? If you've been trying to manifest that, okay? If you've been trying to get more of that dinero, it's going to come in for you. You are a master manifester. Everything in your life starts in your mind space, okay? It starts in your mind space, and that mind space is going to affect your energetic body, and your energetic body is going to attract and call in the things that you really want to call in. All right, pile 3. Some of you are hard workers, okay? And you needed to hear that, hey, sometimes it's okay to take time off. Yes, it's good to work. It's good to have a mean work ethic. It's good to have an incredible work ethic. But it's equally important to give your body rest and to take time out for yourself. In every week of any month, take 1 day to yourself, pile 3. 1 day, and go do something. Go watch a movie, go eat some food, go do something by yourself. No company, just you and your alone time. Okay? Alright, so that's what you needed to hear. I hope you guys enjoyed these messages as much as I did. If you like, don't forget to subscribe. If you don't like, feel free to visit another channel. Peace. Love you guys.